Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome into the SFA Season 14 Conference Championship Week. We are officially here in the postseason. Let me know if you can hear me before we get started. This is going to be an epic week, and not just because of conference championships, but the postseason always goes so much faster than the regular season, as between now and next Monday, if the schedule works out the way I want it to, we will be streaming every single day except for Sunday. So tons of stuff coming at you guys. Let me know that you can hear me perfect. And if this is your first time checking out the SFA, first, welcome. It's an online dynasty ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. You can jump in, you can claim a team, you can set your depth chart, set your playbooks, set your hire coordinators. You can recruit players. We have a fully fledged transfer portal that we will be doing after the season, and it's great fun. You can also participate in our sportsbook. You can participate in our stock market as well. So yeah, check out any of the links in our descriptions here, and yeah, we'll get started. We already got some rowdiness in the chat here. But yeah, if you are watching live and you don't want to miss any of the action, do consider using a Twitch Prime sub, as no commercials, and it helps support the SFA. And if one of you guys does win the national championship, we will send you a actual trophy along with a care package from our friends over at Home Field Apparel, the #1 collegiate apparel company. They just went on a Linsanity run for March. So check them out. Use code SFA for 15% off your first purchase, or use any of the links in our descriptions. Will help us as well. And if you want even more content from the SFA, follow us on Instagram, Simulated Football Association over there. I post daily media stories. And if you want even more content, access to our watch parties or the Playoff Push podcast, check out patreon.com/thesfa. All right, all of the plugs are out of the way. Let's get it going. Conference championships, man. We have I think I counted really 19 teams still looking for playoff bids. The CFP committee will meet after this stream, or after the game day stream a little bit later on. But we have a lot to get into. As always, it's going to be traditional BearCave. It's 7-minute quarters. We'll jump in at the 2-minute mark. We used to jump in at the 5-minute mark for conference championships, but with the new AI, they started running clock, right? So we'll jump in at the 2-minute mark if it's a 1-score game. So we'll start out here in the Conference USA, as we have 7-5 Tulsa. Coach Elharm taking on Louisiana, who is a team that does still technically have a chance to make the playoff. If Minnesota can knock off Maryland, the Big Ten will likely lose their auto bid, and then they would need Coastal Carolina to also lose to Troy. So we'll see what happens here. This is how we are going to start off, and shout out to Cryo. He just gifted a sub to Flynn Sanders. It's Saunders. Who's Flynn Sanders? What in the world? All right, well, Cook. All right, so let's jump into this one. As always, we'll go with the opposing team. Elharm, if you're here, I think you say he's at work, so we'll just go with heads and kick. So let's jump on into it here. The Conference USA Championship, the MAC Championship was ridiculous. They had so many weird moments, so we'll see if that carries over into these other games. Oh, baby. Giving Pinhead a sub. A shout out to Cryo. He's cooking. Yes, a lot of betting on the line. This is a 14-point favorite for Louisiana, and the over-under for this game was 60.5. If you're betting on the BearCave props, Brooks White, the quarterback for the Raging Cajuns, will he get a rushing touchdown today? As we are at NRG Stadium, home of the New Heights Classic. Last year in this game, we saw Memphis destroy LA Tech's hopes. 2 new teams this time. All right, here we go. Conference Championship Week is officially underway as Tulsa has the ball first, and they do score. Louisiana losing here after one. That's not a good sign. What is happening for the 14-point favorites? Are we going to get chaos here early? Dude, no shot. Third quarter, okay, they get back on the board. All right, they tie it up. Tulsa, though, staying out in front as we head to the fourth quarter, and they tie it up. All right, we've already got some shenanigans going on here. As remember, we're going to jump in at the 2-minute mark if it's close. So fourth down here for Tulsa. They've been in close games all season long on BearCave, and punt here for Louisiana. So it's going to be Tulsa with the chance. Couple of big plays. Here they come. First and goal touchdown here for Tulsa. Oh my. All right, so we're going to jump on in here with Louisiana. They've got Brooks White. They've got one of the 99 overall, Melvin Young. So we'll see, can they come back here? Brooks White, he's going to take off, and he's sacked. And that's Matt Davis, so a backup quarterback is in here for the Raging Cajuns, so no Brooks White. Tulsa, can they knock off the number 21 Louisiana Raging Cajuns? 3rd and 16, it's not looking great. They bring another blitz. He does float that open man, and it is caught, but he's going to be short. That's Blake Odom. So game on the line here for Louisiana. They've got to convert. 4th and inches. Tulsa could win it right here. Delayed give, and he's going to get the first down. So they're going to hurry it up here. Split backs. Still have all 3 timeouts to work with. Davis, clean pocket. He's floating now into the corner, and it's caught. Blake Odom again. Bang. All right, Louisiana catching fire here. First and 10 across the 50 at the 40. Empty set. Davis just throws this one away. Matt Davis having a decent day in relief for Brooks White. Not sure why Brooks White is not out there on the field. Coming out here now, interesting with some tight ends here. Looks like 2 tight ends. Fullback in motion. They're going to hand it off here, and they get some room. Oh, he was a tackle away from breaking that one, Victor Dunbar. So we're now at a minute. They use that first timeout. It's going to be a 3rd and short. So inside the 35, empty set. 1 high safety. They bring 5, dumps that short. It's going to be a first down and a lot more. Lavelle Chase gets 9. So no Melvin Young yet getting targeted, but they're inside the 25 now. Paul Petty on the tackle. He's yamming it to the end zone, and he hits him. No! Just out of his outstretched arms. That was so close. All right, inside 25 now, 2nd and 10. Hits his man again, and he's going to get inside the 15. C.J. Madison, tight end, getting involved. 45 seconds. Remember, Tulsa, they've had the experience, multiple overtime games this season as they come out 2 fullbacks. Not sure what this play call is. They're going to fake the handoff, dump it off to the flat. And he's short. The clock is ticking. Jason Lamb. Can Louisiana punch it in? 2nd and 2. I formation to tie this game up in the Conference USA Championship. Fullback dive right over the safety. Touchdown, Nick Williams. What a drive. So the extra point, and we've got a tie ball game. Already a great start here to the conference championships. Can Louisiana find a way to win? The Tulsa Golden Hurricanes. And, oh boy, he gets rolled up on, but he looks to be all right. Or is he? Robert stumbling over himself there. And remember, folks, every division winner you see playing today will make a bowl game, including Air Force. 1st and 10. Tulsa. Davenport, we know how great he is. He floats that and he hits him. They're in yam range now. Hubert Davenport, as they do have the leading rusher in the nation. 25 seconds left. They still have 2 timeouts. Davenport, plenty of time. He's about to run out. He gets that off. And Jimmy Harden tackled inbounds, so they have to use that second timeout. So they're at the 43 in yam range. 17 seconds left. Still a chance to get into field goal range. Davenport. He's going to take off and he's sacked. Down he goes, and it's looking like overtime might be in our future here. Third and 10. And that's a dump off to Bradshaw, and he's tracked down. And I forgot to mention it here, but the golden ticket who is just announced, Gilbert, and they're going for it. 4th and 6. Are they going to actually snap this? No, they're not. But with the dreads there, that's Gilbert. He's going to the transfer portal. Whew. All right, so they didn't want to yam it. So we've got overtime. So same thing as regular. I just do heads and defense. All right, we did not win the toss there. So just like Elharm's entire season, every time he's on stream, seems to go to OT. Can they do it again? They got Bradshaw, the leading rusher in the country. They took down Miami like this. I know they took somebody else down. And there's a run early on for Bradshaw. He has 144 on the day. Pretty average game for him. It's so hard to stop this team, especially when you can run it. But with the dreads, there's Gilbert. He's going to the transfer portal. So we'll see if he can get there. He almost gets to him. That's going to be a first down, though, to Steven Gibson. Gilbert is top 4 in the country in TFLs and number 2 in sacks. So 1st and goal now. Inside the 10 in this first frame. Golden Hurricane. Davenport drops back. Throws it to Bradshaw on the flat. And he is short. He hits about 3. All you got to do is win your division, Nathan. So, while, yeah, they might be 7-5, 4 of those losses might be out of conference, right? So, it's all about how you do against your division foes. So, 2nd and goal inside the 5. They motion outward. They're going to throw it. It's Davenport. He has time. Back of the end zone. He just throws that away. Davenport himself having a pretty good game. So 3rd and goal now for Davenport. Can they punch it in, or will they have to settle for 3? They're going to throw it. And they get to him. It's a sack. Reggie Alford gets to Davenport. And they have to settle for 3. So to take the lead in the first frame, and it is good. Don't pay attention to any of these scores, as that is not correct. We will see that game coming up a little bit later, but that is not a correct score. All right, so a touchdown wins the championship, as it looks like Brooks White might be back. And they step up, and yeah, Brooks White is back, but he takes a sack. Kevin Campbell. All right, so the 90-plus overall quarterback is back in. Anything, a touchdown wins it, field goal ties it, anything less, and Tulsa is victorious. So they're going to hand this off to Dunbar. He finds the outside. They seal the edge pretty well, and he gets 9. So already a 3rd and 7. We don't know how good their field goal unit is, so this could be a problem. They're coming out empty. We've yet to see Melvin Young targeted. 3rd and 7. White takes off. He gets around. No, he doesn't. It's a sack. Josh Lowry, his 3rd of the day. In the field goal formation, it is 42 yards to tie the game from right hash. The kick, it's up, and it's good! We're going to a second frame. Double OT here at NRG Stadium. So not a great drive there for Louisiana. Let's see if they do better on this one. White, he takes off. This time he breaks a tackle, and he can't break the second one. He gets about 3. He only has 5 yards on the day on the ground. Still looking for that rushing touchdown for the BearCave prop. Second and 7. Dump that off, and that's going to be a first down. C.J. Madison. First and 10 now here for the Raging Cajuns inside the 15. Brilliant start here. Quick throw, and it's almost intercepted. Kenny Cole could have given Elharm the victory, the rookie coach. Second and 10, the Raging Cajuns live to fight another down. They hand it to Dunbar. He has the edge. Dunbar, and he's hit. 3rd and 2. You have not missed anything. We're still in the opening game. We're in double overtime. Louisiana tied the game on a game-tying drive at the end of regulation, and then they traded field goals. Fakes the handoff. White, he's hit! Oh, my! The field goal formation again! So to take the lead, and they do! So now it's Tulsa's turn, match point on their end. A touchdown wins the game. Field goal sends us to a 3rd OT, and anything less, and the Raging Cajuns are victorious. Davenport, he's going to delay, give it to Bradshaw, and he goes nowhere. The leading rusher in the nation, unable to get much. Second and 12. I formation. They're going to delay, give it again to Bradshaw. He has room on the right side. Bradshaw, and he's tripped up. But that's going to be a first down. He saw the light. Inside the 15 now. A touchdown will win the conference championship. 1st and 10. Quick option. Davenport, and he goes down. There he is. Jared Gilbert. The man who's the golden ticket of season 14. He's going to the transfer portal. Makes a play there. 2nd and 12. Back in shotgun is Davenport. They're going to hand it off to Bradshaw again. He goes to the edge. Can he get to the edge? He breaks one, but he can't break the second. 3rd and 11. Third and 11. The Raging Cajuns have to get off the field here. Davenport, delay, give to Bradshaw. Can he find some room? No, he's going to be short. Decision time now for the Golden Hurricane. And they bring out the field goal unit. The kick is up and it's good. We're going to a third OT. Oh my Lanta, what a start to conference championships. As Tulsa now. And now we're at the point where if you get a touchdown, you do have to go for 2. But we've not seen anybody get a touchdown quite yet as Gibson now gets a carry. Second and 9 now for the Golden Hurricane. Both teams have choked a win. Bradshaw, he's the X factor. Davenport, he's going to throw it over the middle, and that's going to be short. Freddie Allen. Third and 3 now. Tight end in motion. They're going to give it to Bradshaw. Bradshaw to the edge. He's pushing. He gets the first down. Kendall Bradshaw. Met behind the line to gain, and he pushes for a first down. They're inside the 15 yet again. Jet sweep now to the wide receiver. He finds some room to the outside, and he is brought down. Triple OT is right, Flame. Neither team wants to win. Second and 8. 2 tight ends on the field. They're going to throw it. To the flat! Oh! That looked like it was going to be picked, but nobody knew where the ball was. So with 3rd and 2. Can the Raging Cajuns find another stop? Davenport takes snap, hands it off to Bradshaw. No, he keeps it up the gut, and he's gonna get that. 1st and goal. Putting the Raging Cajuns on their back foot now. 1st and goal from the 2. Can they finally punch it in here in overtime? And off up the gut, touchdown, Tulsa. They take the lead. And now you got to go for 2 points as we are in the 3rd OT. It's old overtime rules. And they're going to take off Davis, and he goes down. What a game we've had here tonight. The Raging Cajuns now need a touchdown and can win it on a 2-point conversion. Brooks, it's going to be a screen pass. He gets it out to Dunbar, who turns the corner, gets about 4. Louisiana's just not been impressive today. This is a team looking for a playoff spot, for crying out loud. We've yet to see the 99 overall, as now we're getting Wildcat. Dunbar in the backfield. Man in motion, they're going to hand it off to him. He finds the outside. He gets around the corner. There he goes, and he's tracked down by the last guy. And that's Melvin Young, the 99 overall, finally getting involved as they're inside the 10 here. Brooks White, back and empty. He's going to throw it. He's going to take off. Brooks, up the gut, touchdown! Louisiana, they tie it up. And a 2-point conversion will win the championship. For OT or a Raging Cajun trophy. from the 2. Tight end in motion. Brooks is going to throw it over the middle, and it's caught! Louisiana, they win the Conference USA Championship on your dome. Brooks White, the comeback. What a game! And what a devastating end to Elharm's rookie season. Holy cow, what a start. We got 7 more of these and a game day. And that was one leg of my 100K parlay. I was sweating so hard. But Louisiana pulls through the Louisiana money line. Sweating bullets over here. Come back from down 7, battle through 3 overtimes. Holy cow, what a game. As Louisiana gets it done in triple OT. And they'll hoist the Conference USA Championship. So the Cajuns have done their job. Their only chance at making the playoff is the auto bid, the 6th auto bid. And that lies in the hands of Coastal or Minnesota getting their job done. As let's take a look at the stats. And the BearCave prop also hit there at the very end with the Brooks White touchdown run. So Herbert Davenport, he's only a freshman, man. You could potentially build around this guy. Bradshaw doing his thing. He might come back for his senior year. That would be crazy as the leading rusher coming back. Yeah, the over definitely hit in this one is a lot of TFLs. 3 sacks from Josh Lowry. Great day for him. Interception for Ali Boner. What a name. 4 deflections. A forced fumble, unable to grab it. And then for the Raging Cajuns, they finally get it done, even though Brooks White missed pretty much most of the game. He came back in the OT and led them to victory. It was a truly all-hands-on-deck effort, as he did get a rushing touchdown. And Melvin Young, the 99 overall, got over 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. Randy Wagner, 11 tackles, 5 TFLs for Morton. And here's your generational, or not your generational, your golden ticket player, Jared Gilbert. He gets a TFL there in that last drive. Interception for Bruce Zetzer. And that will do it here from the Conference USA. What a game, and you will see both of those teams in bowl games. So our 2 champions now at this point is Louisiana and Louisville. 2 teams I always get mixed up with. Louisville's a repeat champion from last year. Memphis won the Conference USA last year, so non-repeat here. All right, so let's go on to the next, as we already have a 30 minutes into BearCave, and we have 1 game done, as we're going to the Mountain West Championship now. And this is the big one, Air Force at Hawaii. So, Coach Woolley, if you're here, let me know, kick or receive. I don't know if he's here, but this is just a miraculous run for Hawaii, as they are 6.5-point favorites. The over-under for this game is 55.5, and the BearCave prop is Malika Frew's receiving yards. Will get over under 69.5. Hawaii, a miraculous way to get back into this division. And same thing for Air Force. Wyoming lost 4 of their last 5. And Air Force swept them up, won the division on a missed field goal from last week. So can they do the unthinkable and win the Mountain West Championship at 6-7? We'll see what happens here as the Rainbow Warriors. Coach Woolley, it's a bit cold at Invesco Field at Mile High. Yes, I call it Invesco Field here in Denver, Colorado. Here we go, folks, in Power Field in Mile High, whatever. So this is virtually a home game for Air Force. So I don't see Woolley in chat, so it's just going to be kick. Malika Fruz is there. Can Air Force do the unthinkable? This first quarter, nobody's scoring. Looks like it's a cold, frigid day where teams are unable to move the ball. Hawaii finally gets on the board. Bam, 14. And Air Force gets one back. Only a 7-point lead. Not necessarily the best start here for Hawaii, but they get another one. And they add another field goal. They're up 3 scores now. They can taste it. They're up. Here come the Rainbow Warriors. The dream finish for Woolley, but wait. They gave up a touchdown. Now we got to go slow. Can Air Force get back into this? Remember, we don't jump in unless it's a 1-score game. Can they punch it in? Yes, they do. Now they got to get the 2-pointer, and they don't. So it's still a 10-point game. We cannot jump in here. Can Hawaii finish it off? Yes, they do. The Rainbow Warriors win the Mountain West. Congratulations, Woolley, as you will get a very high-quality bowl game. No chance at a CFP bid for you, but Air Force at 5-8 will go bowling. And my 100K parlay hits. Thank you, Woolley, as it was 100K to win 50K, so not all that big, but we'll take that as Malika Fruz gets a touchdown. Joe Webb, 25 for 45 today, 311, 4 touchdowns, and run the ball. Mario Dixon, this is their weak point of their game for sure. And Malika Fruz smashes the over on his prop bet. Axel Brooks gets 33 as this team is poised. They're feeling themselves. Watch out for this team next season. I accidentally exited, but got to watch out for Hawaii. Marvin Moss. You guys know him as the man who forced the fumble on Dyron Satterfield. Doyle gets his sack. Tim London. Interception for David Anderson. Couple of deflections. A forced fumble. And for Air Force, you got Brent Townsend, the senior. His last game, Brian Yates. And defensively, in the West Division, continues their dominance over the Mountain Division, as this might be like 6 or 7 years now that the West has won this game. And that will do it here, folks. Let's get our players of the game. Nice little championship for you. All right. Why are they just letting coaches get levels when they don't even play? All right, here we go. Next up is the Sun Belt. The Sun Belt has been completely shit on by the media and the College Football Playoff Committee, but Coastal Carolina, they don't see it. They are just here to take care of business. So Trog, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. Or Airborne, if you're here, let me know kick or receive. All right, I don't see anybody, so we're going to go with Coastal, the away team like normal. Pick heads and kick. CJ Irons and Company. They are currently the highest ranked group of 5 team in the country. They are well in the race for the CFP, and we've got rain. Oh no. The Sun Belt coming down to a rain game. CJ Irons, his senior year. Actually, I don't know if it's his senior year. It might be his junior year. No, I think it's his senior year, as the Troy Trojans won the division at 7-5. Last time these two teams met, they won on Watch Party by a singular point. So it'll be heads and kick here. And CJ Irons will start with the ball. Here we go, folks, and Troy starts out with a quick touchdown. The Troy Trojans, led by Wandale Hootie in a face-to Ames, and nothing doing as Coastal finally gets one back, 10-7. This one's going to be a close match. As you know, Coastal can score in a hurry. But the lead is with Troy. They just had their number. How are they going to do it? 24-21. Oh, dear. This is bad, and that's an interception! Percy Lockhart, the SFA player, basically saves Coastal Carolina. Can they drive? No, they don't. But they maintain the 3-yard deficit, or the 3-point deficit is a 4th down again. CJ Irons' legacy on the line. Come on. Get yourself a touchdown. And here comes Troy, and they go up 10. Coastal. Unbelievable. Troy just has their number. So they got to score here. I can't jump in yet. We got to see, and this is the big play we know and love from this team, and bazinga, there it is. So here we go, folks. Down 3. Coastal has to find a way. Keep their chances at the CFP alive. They lost to this team by 1 point earlier in the year. Will they do it again? They have all 3 timeouts. But Wandale Hootie and Hephaestus Ames, the SFA player duo, looking to bring home a Sun Belt championship to Coach Airborne. Turn shotgun, hand off to Ames. He does a counter. That's going to be a 1st down, but they shove him out. It's not too big of an issue there for Troy, as he does break the career rushing record. DeWitt Batterson, that guy cannot be real. First and 10 now. Hootie. They're going to just hand it off again to Ames. This time he's brought down. So timeouts coming on out. They can finish this game with a 1st down. Wandale in shotgun. The rain is pouring. Hand off. Wandale keeps it. Can he get there? No, he is short. A miraculous save from the defender. That's Dino Laverne, the SFA player. So 3rd and 2, game on the line. Quick option. He gets it out to Hephaestus Ames. 1-on-1, he breaks it. He stiffies a man. Touchdown, Troy! The #1 recruit gives Troy the victory. It kills the Chanticleer's playoff hopes. I am so sad. No. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to be Simon. Troy Hephaestus Ames with perhaps one of the dirtiest runs we've ever seen right there. Unbelievable to clinch the game. So, oh, a quick score. Hold your folks. They scored a touchdown, but Nothing else. Troy has the ball. That's going to do it. And we have to watch him kneel it out so the game doesn't screw Troy. But quick touchdown there. It's only a 3-point loss. But like I was going to say is Louisiana, their playoff hopes are still alive. If Minnesota beats Maryland, that Big Ten bid very well could be up for grabs. And it won't go to Troy. And Coastal will be ineligible. You have to be a conference champion. As in his freshman year, Wandale Hootie is going to win the Sun Belt. Congratulations, Coach Airborne. He wins the Sun Belt after starting out, I think, 1-4. An unbelievable run. They beat Coastal twice. Wandale Hootie, Hephaestus Ames have such a bright future. And what a play this was. Breaks Dino Laverne. Breaks another. Unbelievable. All you had to do was push him out. Push him out. So for Coastal, they might see, you know, a potentially like a Citrus Bowl in their future, maybe, but their chance at the CFP comes to a close, unfortunately, for CJ Irons. That is so sad. Zach, you lucked out. I was going to be the biggest Coastal Carolina fan in the committee meeting. Come on, Blue Square, do something. Oh man, we got a Terps fan here. Alright, we gotta wait for this to play out, but some very interesting conference championships so far. 3 of the 4 have been very, very fun to watch. Obviously, Air Force was the weakest team in the field, but Wandale Hootie, AJ Samuel. Oh, this team is so good. If they just... If Trog was active, like an actually active user, he would have, he would be, I would say he probably would be in the hunt to win the championship this year, or even last year. AJ Samuel, he hits 3. What was the prop on this one? AJ Samuel, anytime touchdown. Well, that one cashed. He has 3 receiving touchdowns. Just one of the best offenses in the country, just stifled by the rain and Troy. They just have their number. A lot of TFLs. No sacks on Hootie. They did get a pick off of him, but that's pretty much it. Wandale Hootie, the freshman, wins the Sun Belt. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, rushing the ball. Hephaestus Ames. Unbelievable. And that will do it here for the Sun Belt. Tough way to end their career for sure. Obviously, EJ Irons just completely missing a bowl game, and now CJ Irons choking in the Sun Belt Championship. It just doesn't feel good. That's all right. All right, so now we move on, and now we get to some of the bigger games. We've got our first Power 5 matchup, and this one holds the keys to the cookie jar, or the alcohol cabinet, I guess, is Minnesota trying to take on the undefeated Maryland Terps. Let me know if you're here, Rick, and let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. Otherwise, it will go to Papa Smoke if you're here. Oh, Rick is here, okay. Yeah, heads or tails, kick or receive. As Minnesota, it would be so funny if Jay Jettas could never get over the hump with them, and then your first year you win the Big Ten with them. Obviously, they won the Big Ten last year. Minnesota did. But yeah, if Maryland doesn't win this game, then the auto bid is up for grabs. That 6th auto bid. And it very well could be going to the Raging Cajuns, who just were taken to triple OT by Tulsa. So he said tails and receive. All right. Here we go. We're in Indianapolis. Lucas Oil. Minnesota won in overtime against Michigan on this field last year. And they were the number 2 seed in the season 13 playoff. Now they're looking to play spoiler for the Maryland Terrapins, who are the surprise team of the year, going undefeated in the Big Ten East. Lucas Oil. All right, he said tails and receive. Jerry Schmierman staring across. And he gets what he wants. All right. Here we go. Can Minnesota shock the world? 7-0 for the Gophers. 9-0 for the Gophers. Maryland, don't do this to us. They get a touchdown. Maryland, they get themselves a safety. What is going on? Both teams got a touchdown and a safety. The most improbable way to get 9 points you'll ever see. And Maryland is still losing. And they tie it up. We got a 16-16 ball game. Scorigami having its way. And they tie it up. This game is going bonkers. We're going to go one play at a time now. This is Big Ten football, baby. Is Minnesota. 4th down as we're getting into crunch time here. Long drive for Maryland, potentially. Jerry Schmierman sets a school record. Remember, we don't jump in till the 2-minute mark, and that's going to be a touchdown. It's a pass to, or a run from Jackson, Brent Jackson. So we're going to have to see Minnesota. They've had the lead all day long. Here we go. 2nd and 19. Jude Abraham, top of your screen. Devin Hester at the bottom. The SFA players, last time we saw this team was against Buffalo. They're in a similar situation. They drove all the way down and threw an interception. Marcus Smith gets about 7. Plenty of time here for Minnesota. They just have to pick this up. Empty set here. Marcus Smith. 3rd and 12. Mid-screen, and nobody's there. It's a sack. Anthony Johnson, 4th and 25. And they're going for it. Oh, holy Toledo. They got to throw it as deep as they can to Devin Hester. Big Ten championship on the line. They get it to Tommy Mosley. And broken tackle. Stiffy. And he goes down. Papa Smoke is going to complete the undefeated season. They hand it off here, barring disaster. Barring disaster, the Terps will be 13-0. They could potentially get the number 1 seed if Oklahoma chokes. Hand off here to the left side, broken tackle. And Brent Jackson goes down. 3rd down. All they got to do is kick the field goal and they're good. Another handoff. Oh, there it is! 1st down, Brent Jackson. The Terrapins are going to win the Big Ten. And say goodbye to the G5-2 bid, as there will only now be a 1 bid G5 champ, and it will be the winner of game day, the American Conference, App State and Army. One will make it, one will not. And as we hit triple zeros, Maryland has done it. 13-0 behind the transfer quarterback, Jerry Schmierman. He was rejected at Michigan State, and now look at him. Taking them to the playoff. Our first official team to punch their ticket. "12 spots, and Maryland will be among." We'll see where Minnesota falls in their bowl game. They put up a decent fight all year, but unable to get some critical wins down the stretch. They will not be returning to the CFP this year, as Minnesota enters kind of a rebuild. The old Jay Jettas core is completely moving on now. And everybody on the bubble just breathed a sigh of relief, as Minnesota was solely responsible for a lot of craziness. And Maryland took care of business. So if you're on the bubble, you want these top teams to keep taking care of business. You don't want to see an Oklahoma loss. You don't want to see, you don't want to see TCU lose. All right, so we had two safeties here. Unbelievable. As it was all Fisher, no touchdowns from Abraham or Hester. 3 TDs on the day, all went to Fisher. So Abraham finishes his Big Ten championship with 6 catches, 53. And Devin Hester, 1 yard. Irby, the SFA talent, no sacks today. They only got 2. No interceptions. 1 deflection. And for Maryland, Jerry Schmierman, the junior, 19-28, 3 touchdowns as well. Brent Jackson having himself a good day. Bryson Warren, the SFA player. Tank Brinks is back from injury. He gets 8 pancakes. Dylan Sussywell gets 4. Yamari Ono gets 9 tackles. Cannot wait to see this team in action, as they get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total sacks today. Holy Toledo. And that will do it here from the Big Ten. Right. So as we continue on, we're now on the right side, and that means we've got the big time championship games to take a look at here, as Nebraska taking on TCU. Here's another opportunity for a bid stealer. If you are a team on that bubble, you want TCU to win, because right now Nebraska's nowhere close. So Coach Chewy, if you're here, let me know, heads or tails, kick or receive. Heads and kick here for Coach Chewy. Trying to take down the TCU Horned Frogs, who by many accounts are probably a lock for the playoff regardless of this outcome, but they want that first round bye. And for Nebraska, it's either making the playoff or just, a whatever bowl game. So a lot riding on this for Nebraska, trying to return to the playoff for the first time since making the Season 12 National Championship game. Heads and kick Coach Chewy. One of my favorite offenses in the country. And we've got snow here in the Big 12. At Arrowhead. Oh my. You gotta think this favors the Cornhuskers. We've got snow in the conference championship here at Arrowhead. This one is going to be crazy. Heads and kick for Chewy. A lot of these players were on that national championship team. They have big game experience. TCU coming off of a semifinal run. Or, sorry, Cotton Bowl run. They lost to Minnesota. But that's a quick score. TCU. TCU on your dome. 21 in the first quarter. The snow doesn't matter. Nebraska battles back, but TCU responds. And it's a 21-point lead at halftime. Can TCU finish the job? They extend it. They do! TCU making a statement to the committee. 52! Holy cow, Nebraska getting throttled. Bam! And that will do it, folks. 55! Oh my. That is wild. 55-13. TCU just went ballistic. JT Redwine in the rain. Look at him go. Collar to elbow tie up. What? No better way to go out, Chewy. Yeah, that was a tough loss for sure. Julius Swain, 10 of 20, 108 yards, no touchdowns. And running the ball, McKinley, the transfer from Alabama, unable to get up to 100. Just no offense to speak of here, unfortunately. And the defense, Skip Stackle, Jakeem Bobo. 1 sack for Doug Duthie. And the BearCave prop for this one is Arian Green Davis. Did he get a touchdown? Arian Green Davis, no touchdowns. He only got 1 catch. Just want to make sure I get through all this. And TCU, baby. They're going back to the playoff. JT Redwine, 3 touchdowns on the day. Sutton for 88. Edwards for 58. Cross, Brian Hill, Anthony Cross. Peter Woods not having to do much. Is Matt Parks. 6 TFLs for the sophomore. Aaron Johnson gets 4 himself. No sacks on the day either. No interceptions. Couple deflections. Just good hard-nosed football here. Renner Hornbeak getting a fumble. And that will do it. So the only people in the playoff right now are TCU and Nebraska, but the bubble is breathing a sigh of relief as no bid stealers have been confirmed yet. So the teams at the top of the bubble, like East Carolina, like LSU, like A&M, are breathing a sigh of relief at this point. And teams at the bottom, like Florida State, North Carolina, they're like cursing at yelling at the clouds right now. All right, so now we go to the Pac-12. Oh boy, this is a big one. The rematch, as Arizona goofed it last week. So Coach Damien, if you're here, let me know. Heads or tails, kick or receive. This was game day a couple of weeks ago, mid-season, and we knew these teams would be on a collision course. However, Washington looks to be pretty much a lock unless they get embarrassed here. as your bubble case is not being helped out right now. And for Arizona, a win and in. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's, yeah, I retract that statement. It's more so the Georgia Tech, Tennessee games. And this game. You do not want an Arizona win. As I'm going on board with Washington here. So Washington won the first one pretty handedly. If you're betting on this game, it's a 5-point favorite for the Huskies. We're looking at Darrell Bain receiving yards. Will he go over or under 149.5? And the over-under for this game is 68.5. As we are here, I believe they play the Pac-12 Championship at, I guess they're playing at Jerry's World. I'm not sure. No, it's Allegiant Stadium. Okay, yeah, we're in Las Vegas. I was confused for a second. I thought it was at SoFi, but it's not. So here we go, folks. The Pac-12 Championship, home of the UNLV Rebels, who are not playing today. 7-7 here early on. Josh Gamara, they are on the outside looking into the playoff hunt, desperate for a win today. And at halftime, they're losing by 3. It's a low-scoring game, and Washington extends it. Arizona climbs back. This one's going to be a game changer. And an interception from Josh Gamara, picked off by the middle linebacker, Todd Dahl. And that is Josh Gamara's career in a nutshell. As we'll see if it comes back to haunt him. Yes, it does. Now down 2 scores. Washington takes the lead. So can they battle back? A punt. Darrell Bain with a big play. And an interception by Slaughter. Hope lives here for Arizona, but not too much. Can they? They gotta get going quickly. Here they come. Big play, 4th down. And they add the field goal. So not quite dead yet. It felt like it was dead there for a second, as we're now inside 2 minutes. Can Washington close this game out? It's just going to be a run from Bryson Ford. He almost got the first down as well. Third and 1, game on the line right here. Interesting formation. We know they love to do these. Handoff to Bentley. He gets to the outside, and Tatum gets the first. I don't know. He might have been short. So one more first down will do it here. Goal line formations. They're going to throw it. What are you doing? And he hits the open man. First down. I don't know what Washington is doing. What is Damian doing? But he is cooking. Absolutely cooking. And Bentley now gets the carry. And now they're in field goal range, so regardless of the clock, all they got to do is kick the field goal, and they'll be back up 2 scores. So another year where it looks like Arizona comes up just short in the playoff race. Washington looking to go back to the CFP for what seems like the 4th or 5th time in the last couple of years. But will they throw this here? We're going to see an epic choke. They're going to run some clock. Don't do anything silly. Currently a Washington cover. And they are going to throw it, Andy! Out of bounds! What are you doing? The clock stops. So if you don't hit this field goal now, it gives Arizona a chance. From left hash, a 39-yarder, and it is good. Back up 2 scores. Siegel hits it. So now it's at 2 scores. We have to sim one play at a time. We'll see if Arizona can get a quick score. Doesn't seem likely here. Last play of the game, and that will do it. Washington wins the Pac-12 after last year, after choking it to Stanford. They do not do it this year, as they now have the opportunity to get a first-round bye in the CFP. So now at this point, folks, we know Maryland will make the CFP, TCU will make the CFP, and Washington will make the CFP. Minnesota, Nebraska, Arizona, Louisiana, and Coastal Carolina's hopes have been broken. So that's 5 teams out of the possible 19 who have a chance. So 2 more teams with their heart left to be broken. It's going to be at-large teams. And that one just snuck in that left upright. So another victory here, as Coach Damien is such a dark horse. He brings in some decent talent. He has Darryl Bain as well. So we'll see if he can pull it off. As we take a look at the stats, Bentley got a big play. Bryson Ford, not even a great day for him, but this rushing attack is so dang good. Darryl Bain, he did not hit his over. He only got 1 catch today, but that's all he needed after getting 27 catches last week for 487 yards. Oh, baby. And on defense, got a couple of TFLs. Sack there. Such a big interception for Todd Dahl. The big hitter. We'll see him in the playoff. He's a dark horse for the cover athlete if they do end up winning it all. Yeah, Airborne, congratulations, man. That was a that not only was that a sweat, but what a fun play to win it on. Wandale Hootie, man, learn the name. As Josh Gamara, his last Pac-12 championship, he goes 50%. Oh, Josh Gamara, you're so ass. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. The man who can never win anything, much like his predecessor, Josh Allen. As Matt Bowers goes 130. Mike Wishbone, he gets 150 today. He did his job. Deshaun Prince got 38. Craig Scotland got 6 pancakes. And on defense, they just couldn't hold on. And tough way to end the year. Losing to ASU and then losing to Washington here. So the Pac-12 always is just such a tough place to win at the end of the year. All right, so that will do it here from Vegas. And surprisingly, this is actually going by pretty quickly now that after that initial game took us 30 minutes. We had triple OT in the Conference USA. And now everything else is going by in about the same amount of time. So we have 2 more games left on the BearCave stream, and they are big ones, as you got 2 teams flat on the bubble, Georgia Tech and Tennessee, going against teams that many think are in. So first, we got the ACC Championship. It is Georgia Tech and Buffalo. So, Coach Mike, if you're here, let me know, heads or tails, kick or receive. And remember, Sean Hill is questionable for this game. We do not know if he is going to play. So I will not know until we get into the game if Sean Hill is playing for Buffalo. But for this game, it is 2.5 point favorite for Buffalo. The over-under of this game is 41.5. And we're looking at Juice Riggs. Will he get a touchdown? The wide receiver for Georgia Tech. Heads and receive. A win and an in for Georgia Tech here tonight. A loss, and they are on the bubble, and they will have to wait for their name to be called. Not a place you want to be. For Buffalo, they're probably considered on the top end of the bubble, but you never know. At this point, you just do not want to be in that conversation. This is the first ACC championship appearance for Buffalo since they've come to the Power 5. I believe this is the first ACC championship appearance for Mike since his first season, I believe. So this is going to be a good one. So Mike, he survived the firing wheel a couple of times. Finally built them back up. Bank of America Stadium split right down the middle. Here we go. As, what did he say? He said, because this is very important, heads and receive for Coach Mike. And he does not win the toss, but they kick it. Buffalo, you should have received if you wanted to win this game. Massive, everything on the line, folks. Here we go. And a quick start for Georgia Tech, and oh my, Buffalo. Long drive there for Georgia Tech is, I don't know, is he in? Can we see? Rush by D. Smith. Yeah, so I don't think Sean Hill is in. So Georgia Tech is leading as you head to the second quarter now, as Buffalo, they tie it up. This game going slow. And Buffalo takes the lead before half. Georgia Tech unable to do anything there. So 17-10 ball game. And a quick score for Buffalo here in the third quarter. Georgia Tech has to battle back. They only get a field goal. Their defense has to show up. As we head to the fourth quarter, this is not looking good for Georgia Tech, but they've done it before. And Perry Sly gets a pick. The 7-foot defensive lineman. Is that the jolt they needed? No, Clayton Tune picks in as Billy Zoots. Billy Zoots out of nowhere. SFA players popping for both sides, and an Omari Dunn touchdown, an 82-yarder on your dome. No. Oh my God, what a change of events. Pick, 83 yards to the house. 21-point game. Can Georgia Tech do something? They get a touchdown. Juice Riggs scores, so he gets himself a touchdown, and it doesn't. Oh my God. They got to get a stop, though. You got to stop Shivers. We cannot jump in until we're under, or until we're at a score game. And Dale Shivers is just closing the game here. And 25 yards, no good. One of the best kickers in the country, unable to hit it. Leaving the door open for Georgia Tech, but it just seems like too much of a feat. Time is just, there's nothing on your side here. Can they get into the end zone? Yes, they do! We're going to watch the plays because I don't want to miss anything. 2 seconds. I don't think time comes off the clock on an onside kick. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure time does not come off the clock. Georgia Tech has to recover this. The kick. And it's recovered! And Buffalo is going to win the ACC. Triple zeros. And Coach Pinhead has won the ACC championship. Georgia Tech falls to 9-4. No end sequence or anything for us. It just said, you're done. Oh, no. 34-27. Buffalo gets it done. They will get an auto buy or an auto bid. Potential at a buy. There's going to be one very good team that does not get a buy. Dale Shivers, he gets 70. Oh, my God. Juice Riggs gets himself a touchdown. Caleb Hardy, the SFA fullback. So with the backup quarterback, Buffalo wins as Clayton Tune, the freshman, finishes his season 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. And they just couldn't get the run game going tonight, and probably because they were playing from behind, and that's not where they like to play. But Juice Riggs popping off, keeping them in this game. And now Georgia Tech will fall to the bubble to see if they can find their way into the CFP. Remember, if you're on the committee, do not guarantee places in the playoff. Do not talk about who you have on the bubble or whatnot. We have to keep it all for the VOD. All we know is the auto buys at this point, or the auto bids, as Kenny Smith, the sophomore quarterback, 72 overall, wins the ACC championship. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, but it was all running. Dale Shivers, the sophomore, he gets 2 touchdowns here. One of the better offensive lines in the country. A lot of TFLs, couple of sacks. Couple INTs. Billy Zoots, Andy Clapp, SFA players. Deflections, only one. Cassius Dreyer, the SFA player. And that will do it. So now, there you go. If you're a bubble team, you're happy with that result. Georgia Tech was number 10 coming into the week. So we'll have to wait and see. As we got one more game here before game day, which will have a playoff game on the line. Neither of those teams in the hunt for an at-large bid. So it's virtually a playoff game. As here we go, folks. The last game, it's Tennessee at Oklahoma. Oh, baby. And so far, it seems like all the favorites have won. TCU won, Washington won, Buffalo won. So teams like East Carolina, LSU, and A&M are all very happy right now. There's no bid stealers so far. And this is the last one, Tennessee at Oklahoma. So, Nick, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. As this game, we're looking at Lil Wayne Streveler tackles, the linebacker for Oklahoma. Over-under 7.5. And the over-under for this game is 56.5, with Oklahoma being a 6-point favorite here in the SEC Championship. So I don't see Nick in chat, so unless he talks, we'll just do heads and kick. Now, we do not know if Bishop Moore will play in this game, folks. Bishop Moore, he was doubtful, I believe, in the update. Might be questionable. So will Boss Hennessy play? Will it be Bishop Moore? But Oklahoma is about to meet their match. Easily their toughest challenge of the year in Tennessee. One of the best sim teams in the country. Against, obviously, the best team in the country, Oklahoma. A win, and they will surely be your number 1 seed. Tennessee, a win, and they're in. A loss, and they're on the bubble. I believe we're here at the Peach Bowl. So I don't see Nick, so it's heads and kick. Here we go, folks. SEC. Tennessee starts out with a touchdown. Oklahoma responds. This is going to be a barn burner. Boss Hennessy is at quarterback, so I do not think Bishop Moore is playing. And Tennessee gets a touchdown. Oklahoma, they are playing from behind. They're not used to doing this. So you end the second quarter, and that's a big touchdown for Coach Jay Jetta as he goes up a score before halftime. trying to get his second SEC championship in a row. Oklahoma, 24-14. Tennessee climbing back into it. They take the lead. No, it's a tie game as we head to the fourth quarter. There's a long drive, and it ends with nothing. A missed field goal from Gage Blast, the SFA player. Here, and Scott is in. Oh, no. So Hennessy is out of this game. And a fourth down now for Oklahoma. It's still tied. I can't believe this. Tennessee's on their third-string quarterback. And we're not jumping in yet. You got to wait till the 2-minute mark. And that's a 3-and-out from Oklahoma. Here we go. 3rd and 7 for Tennessee. Scott is in. The third-string quarterback for Tennessee. Bishop Moore is out. Boss Hennessy's out for some reason. Split back set. Tie ball game here at the 50-yard line. Can Oklahoma come through? The number 1 seed on the line. Scott hits his man, and that's going to be a first down. He finds, I don't know, it blocked the screen. But the 6'5" quarterback from Arkansas gets him a first down, as that's Chris Beach on the catch. Remember, folks, this is a massive game for Oklahoma because if they lose, they have to play a first-round matchup. 1st and 10, and they're trying to strip them. And that's going to be a first down. Tennessee. A terrible season by their standards, but they can knock off the best team in the country. Takes a handoff, and Scott goes down in the backfield as Oklahoma starts burning the timeouts. Second and 13. Man in motion. Scott. He has plenty of time in the pocket, and he hits his man. That's Chris Beach. Streveler brings him down. So 3rd and 5, they are in field goal range. Handoff to Des Stiffy to the outside. Streveler brings him down. And no more timeouts, so time is going to tick away here. As they bring out the field goal kicker to take the lead. It's a 41-yarder. This is a 36-yarder from right hash. To potentially beat the best team in the country, Oklahoma, for the last 2 seasons. Team that we thought was unbeatable. 36 yards from right hash to take the lead. The kick. And it's good! Tennessee up 3. So 29 seconds left in a dream. Tennessee is in the playoff with, if they can hold on. Oh my God, no way. Oh my God. The blue square. Bro, you can't make this up. Oh my God. You see that? It's me mashing A. Nick. Oh, that is a blue square special. If you guys don't know, sometimes on an emulator, games crash. So you might want to mute your, you guys might want to mute your stream here. Unfortunately, that game is now going to be replayed. So you guys might want to turn down the volume a little bit. It's going to get loud here in about 5 to 10 seconds. Why would I do that? Like I've said for the last 3 IRL years, anytime there's a crash or something, it's just a wash and we replay. You just forget that result and we'll jump on in here. All our other results should have saved. Yes, they did. So we are set to go here. So Tennessee will get Boss Hennessy back. Let's jump on into it. All right, so Oklahoma, the #1 team in the country, looking very vulnerable. Game day last week, and now the last game we just saw. Yeah, the blue square coming in at this time of year always stings. But once again, we are on an emulator. Fortunately, emulators are not perfect. It's very hard to duplicate what a console does. So we just go with the flow. So here we go. It was a very back and forth game the last time. Tennessee really had the advantage most of the game. So first quarter, here we go. Tennessee starts out with a touchdown. And they go up 14-0 here. Good start for the Vols. At the end of the first, they lead. Oklahoma, though, probably not going to go away. Defense now stifling on both sides as they add a field goal. But Oklahoma unable to do anything on offense as Tennessee's dominating now. There you go, Tennessee. Oklahoma, though, can they make a comeback? They score 2 touchdowns in a row. And we're down 3. Oh, boy. 27. That's the exact point total they were at last time. And that is going to be a 3-and-out for Oklahoma. So they need the defense to come up clutch. They do. Hennessy not coming out. So Hennessy's in the game this time. Oklahoma, though, they are moving the ball this time, but it's 4th down. Remember, we don't jump in till the 2-minute mark, and it's not a first down, so Tennessee takes over. 4th and 6, so Oklahoma now is going to have a chance. Remember, we don't jump in till the 2-minute mark. Here we go. So 27-21, needing a touchdown. Benny Simmons coming on down. Terrell Remmers. And they're just letting the clock run a bit. Gus McFeeters, and that's going to be a first down. So they move the ball, but they have to score a touchdown here. Unable to do much in the run game today. Just outside the red zone, Todd Honey, top of your screen, Shaquille Wild Goose in the slot. Remmers. Wild Goose, he's going to get the carry. Wild Goose, he gets a block up the gut, and he brought down by Dobinski. It's his 6th carry of the day for Wild Goose. So we are approaching a minute mark left here in the SEC championship game. That left side looks so free on a counter. 2nd and 4, Honey in motion. As they're going to run triple option. He gets it out to McFeeters. McFeeters to the outside. He's stiff. He's 1. He's pushing. McFeeters inside the 5. And we've got an injury. It's Remmers. Oh, no, folks. Remmers is down. The backup is in. I don't even know who the backup is. Hand off to McFeeters. To the outside. He goes nowhere. Remmers is out. The backup is in. Second and goal to McFeeters again, and he's stuffed. Tennessee taking timeouts now. They got to make a play. Third and goal. Tennessee season on the line. Over the middle. Todd Honey, he's short! Rocky Top raining through, but you need one more play. Fourth and goal. The SEC championship on the line. Drops back to the end zone. Caught by Oklahoma. Charles Brown, the tight end, gives them the lead. Jamal Bullock. The extra point to take the lead. And it's good. Oklahoma may just survive, but the world will be awaiting the cover athlete's injury. 40 seconds left. Tennessee has a prayer. They need a score to cement themselves in the playoff. Otherwise, they have to wait and see. Mild concussion out for the game for Remmers. So we'll have to see if he misses playoff time. As Boss Hennessy in the backfield. Hennessy floats that out to Jake Laxton, and he goes down immediately. The clock is running. Second and 10 now. Hennessy corner blitz, and he throws this away. .20 seconds left. Hennessy out empty. They need to get to field goal range. Hennessy, free rusher, and he hits Laxton. He's going to be short. Payne on the tackle. 4th and 1. The clock is running. Hennessy over the middle. He completes it. They're at the 50. 5 seconds. They got to hurry it up and spike. And they do get the spike off with 2 seconds left. So Tennessee has to rely on the day that Cardale Jones gets inducted into the Hall of Fame. They need a Hail Cardale. Can they have some Boss Hennessy magic? Boss, he drops back to the 3-man rush. Boss, he yams it deep! And Wild Goose tips it away! Oklahoma wins the SEC. They survive and will be your #1 seed in the season 14 CFP. Jamal Bullock came in and threw the game-winning touchdown. Unbelievable. OU survives, but they look beatable, folks. They look beatable. Terrell Remmers, player of the game. We have to wait, though, and see if he is going to miss CFP time, as he did have a concussion. But Oklahoma wins the SEC for back-to-back years as your defending national champions. What a game-winning drive there from Oklahoma. Holy cow. And remember, folks, we got game day coming up next. Another playoff game, virtually the AAC Championship, will decide the G5 auto bid. It's going to be Army and Appalachian State. as Coastal already lost today, and Louisiana is not in the same realm with those teams, so. All right, so let's take a look. How did this one fall? At Tennessee, man, they were up there late, and then Wild Goose battles back. McFeeters as well. They just couldn't quite hang on. Hennessy 22 of 38, 2 touchdowns. And who will get the short end of the stick in the CFP? Committee is going to have some tough decisions coming up, but we still have a game day to watch. Very important to see where we seed. And for Oklahoma, Remmers, man, went down, but Bullock came in, the freshman. Gus McFeeters here, 77 yards. They had such a hard time running the ball on Oklahoma, or on Tennessee. Wild Goose, the leading receiver. And Streveler does not get the over on tackles. Couple TFLs, couple of sacks, no interceptions, and a few deflections, and no fumbles. So that will do it here from the SEC Championship. Oklahoma survives 28-27. All right, folks, so that will do it for the Conference Championship BearCave stream. We will be back here in about 5 minutes for game day. All right, let's just make sure all the other games are simmed. Yes, they are. So here are your conference championship recaps. Washington gets it done. They will be in the CFP. Hawaii gets it done. Louisiana in triple overtime. Troy upsets Coastal. TCU destroys Nebraska. They'll be in the playoff. Louisville got it done. Maryland survived. Buffalo survived. And Oklahoma survived. So one left. All right, guys. See you in a sec.